Hi Aries, welcome. So Aries, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get into it. So Aries, the first card out here is the card of Venus, which is all about love and relationships and passion and intimacy. So that seems to be what's being highlighted right now in the energy for you. It talks about, wanting more harmony in your love life, maybe even a little bit of pleasure seeking going on. It's like a little bit of an indulgent vibe as well. So I feel like some of you might be in this space where you just want to indulge a little bit. Maybe if you want to feel a little bit more passion in your life. It is talking about the art of giving and receiving as well. So wanting more generosity, wanting more equal give and take when it comes to relationships here, Aries. So let's see what your overall energy is then. And we'll also look at their overall energy. I wasn't going to bring this up, but when I was meditating to prepare for your reading, for some reason, and this could be for like one person, I was getting images of mosaic tile. And then I saw a French bulldog. I have no idea why. That might resonate with like one person. If so, this is probably most definitely your reading. Let's see. Aries, you have the Page of Swords here in the overall energy. Person you're connecting with is the Two of Wands. So I'm not a super big fan of this card. Sometimes it talks about gossip, drama, immaturity, stalking, like online stalking type of stuff. So that may very well have been something that you've dealt with this person, or have somehow had happen within your own energy, or this could be something you've done, Aries. Keep it real with yourself, you know what I mean? On the other hand, this card also talks about reading between the lines, okay? Sometimes it's coming from a place of not really being able to trust your intuition, or maybe trust what someone is saying to you. And so that could have been an issue as well when it came to relationships, or this relationship in particular. This person has the Two of Wands here. So this is talking about progression. This person may be in this stage of their life where they are maybe kind of stuck at a crossroads and need to make some sort of decision. And there is going to be progression in that, but I'm hearing it's a slow and steady type of thing. So let's see, Aries, where this is coming from. We're going to look at the recent past energy, what led up to the now on both sides, and we're going to look at your perception of each other, how you both genuinely feel, and most likely outcome. So, what led up to the now moment for my Aries? Ten of Wands. Now, some of y'all may have done like a complete overhaul of your life in the recent past. Maybe even moved locations or jobs, etc. Or the person you're connected with may have been going through that. Others of you, this is just like a complete overhaul of the energy maybe that you were giving focus to, or what you were giving focus to in the recent past. I just feel like things may have felt maybe more like a struggle than anything, or a little bit heavier than maybe you're used to, Aries. But then I feel like the sense of like you popping out of that and then kind of reclaiming your stake, or reclaiming your spot in life. And then only to come into yet another change or another transformation. So it's almost like some of y'all had to kind of go through this complete overhaul and then kind of come to center, only to prepare yourself for yet another change, or yet another change of mind, or a change of energy, if nothing else. They're giving me phrases like, if it's not one thing, it's the next, or it's one thing after another, or it could feel like that or have felt like that up until the now moment. Of course, all of this is transforming, right? It's for your highest benefit. And for some of you to give greater deep meaning and appreciation to what really love is for you, especially if there's been like trust issues or a little backbiting going on in the past. I feel like there kind of needed to be an overhaul in the energy or in that situation to kind of put you back on solid ground, Aries. You know, and I do feel like this is, you know, requiring you to be strong, and to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. But so whatever you've been through, right, up until the now, it kind of brought out that strength in you, that ability to kind of overcome things. And if you had been overlooking red flags, right, or overlooking things in another person or in past relationships, I feel you gaining some like more knowledge or wisdom or awareness about that as you go into the present and into the future energy, right? So it's almost like you learned a lot about love and what that really means by kind of going through what you've been through up until now. So let's see this person's recent past energy for you, Aries. Recent past energy. 10 of Wands. Wow, you both have the 10 of Wands as the first card out in the recent past energy. So it seems like both of you went through some sort of struggle or overhaul. They're specifically giving me the term overhaul, which I find very interesting. Okay, so let's see what else. What else for my Aries? Is that all I'm gonna get? Person Aries is dealing with. 6 of Swords. I feel like this person may have had difficulty in kind of like being able to make some decisions, or maybe even being able to communicate in the past. It could also be like if things got really heavy or burdensome, this person may have jumped ship or just taken that as their sign to kind of go into a different direction here, Aries. I am getting this message about like, yeah, the High Priestess in the reverse, the Fool. I'm trying to think of how to put this. I'm getting a message like, sometimes I feel like, let me just put it to you this way. It feels to me like this person, like when times got tough, as opposed to like waiting it out or listening to their intuition, they may have just like impulsively jumped ship, okay, in the past, or like they may have a bad habit of doing that. And it doesn't just have to be in relationships. It could also be like, you know, anything that might get too heavy or too complicated. It's just like, yo, I'm out. Like and that's not altogether a bad thing. However, they are showing up as the High Priestess in the reverse, which means that they often impulsively make decisions without checking in with their higher self first, or their intuition, or at least this is how they've been in the past. Okay, so we all have the ability to change, but in the past, it just seems to me like this person kind of bypassed their intuition or didn't listen to it at all, and just like when the going got tough, they got going, you know what I mean? Or like when things would feel heavy, this person would make decisions that maybe weren't even in their highest good or in your highest good, Aries. And I'm hearing that it always came back to bite them, or it will always come back to bite them, because they're not doing it from a place of utilizing their intuition first or mapping something out. It's just like, I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to go in this direction no matter what. And then, you know, when we make decisions like that and we're not really grounded or well thought out, it does have a tendency, right, to kind of fall apart. And I feel like that may have been like a cyclic pattern that maybe that this person was going through in the past that had affected their energy. And if you were connected to them, probably affected your energy as well. And don't forget, because it's a general, Aries, this could be something that you have done as well. It could be that that's how this person sees you, but take it as it resonates, and you'll know which side of that you're on. So, perception. How do you see each other in the present moment? What we got going on there? Let's go a little bit deeper here, Aries. Ace of Wands, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like, whoa, oh my gosh, sorry, I came out of nowhere. It's like a big shift in energy. So some of you, it's a big shift in the way that you're perceiving something or the way that you're feeling about something as we go from like the recent past into the present energy. So there's that tower moment here, right? Where there's been some sort of transformation that has occurred within you, Aries. And whose reading could I not stop yawning in? I want to say it was Pisces reading. If you're dealing with the Pisces, check out the spiritual reading, because I literally could not stop myself from yawning, and I want to yawn again. But I'm not tired, guys, I promise, or bored. It's just, yeah, energy moving. So anyways, it's a sense here, Aries, of like knowing what you want, but then having these obstacles. But these obstacles are more so perceptual. Like the obstacles are like the way that you're thinking about something or trying to map out how something will work, but you keep imagining the problem rather than the solution, which a lot of us do, right? Unfortunately, our brains, for whatever reason, like to analyze and imagine sometimes worst case scenarios. And so I feel like some of you have played out like all these worst case scenarios in your mind, maybe based on like past experience or what you've been through in the past. Understandable, Aries, but not helping you, by the way. And it kind of muddying the waters and then kind of leading you off path. But I do feel you being able to like recenter yourself, to like bring yourself back to center or to this loving space. It's just that if you give too much thought to like worst case scenarios, it really does have the ability to veer you off into a different direction, or make you worry about like being led astray for whatever reason. And yet, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like you being in this place of, again, wanting this more loving and pleasurable energy around you. Some of you, yeah, you want a little bit more indulgence in your love life, maybe more intimacy. And I feel like that's what's going on internally. Now, what you're showing externally may not match that at all. Some of you have a very stoic energy right now, or maybe you're a closed book or not really exuding what you're actually feeling internally for whatever reason. I just get a sense of like maybe being a bit closed off during this time frame, okay? Or keeping some things to yourself at the moment. Let's see what this person's perception is. Knight of Swords. Seven of Wands. Knight of Cups. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Why do I want to yell again? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, this is so bizarre. Maybe some of y'all need to get some sleep. I don't know. But there seems to be like some major movement here or shifts in energy during this time frame when it comes to this connection. Like this person is very action oriented, it seems. Sometimes to their detriment, where they don't always think things through, like I said. Like I feel like this person might be someone who's quick to Judge, really. I didn't expect that to come through. Some of them, yes. But I was going to say quick to make decisions, quick to jump to conclusions, quick to express how they feel. And it, for some of you, this could be off-putting at times, but I feel like this person is at this moment in time coming from a place of love or good intention, even though at the same time they seem closed off. So they may be someone who like is very needy one day and then the next day very closed off, or very open and communicative one day and then the next day a little bit guarded. Like, I do feel an imbalance in this person's energy, and that could also be what led to like impulsive behaviors here in the past. But I feel like it is coming from a place of well intention, or it is coming from an emotional place, if nothing else. Like, this person may let their emotions rule them so much so that they forget to listen to logic or intuition, and then make decisions that maybe are not well thought out again. So it's almost like the same or similar message that I got earlier. But this person does see the connection through the eyes of love, even if they are a bit all over the place. So let's go into the emotional space then, Aries, and see what's going on underneath all of that when it comes to this person for my Aries. And 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Every time I go, what the heck, y'all? I was don't click off, please. Every time I switch from their side to your side and back, I yawn. How freaking weird is that? So to me, what would that indicate? That would indicate that there's a difference in the energy levels between you and this person that you're connecting with. Their energy seems a little bit more impulsive or erratic right now than yours does, and that could be why. But there seems to definitely be some sort of you're on different frequencies than this person. Just point blank, period. All right, so 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, King of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands. This is what's showing up in the emotional space. So I feel like this is you, you know, dang it. Oh my God, I can't stop yawning. What the heck? Okay, all right, okay. So 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. This is very grounded energy here, Aries, showing up in the emotional space. This is like feeling very put together maybe, or comfortable or secure with where you're at right now. I just feel like you're in this space of like kind of wanting to cultivate where you're at, you know, looking for some sort of progression here, but not in any rush. I just don't feel you in any big rush right now. And maybe that's what the difference is. This person does seem a bit rushed to me, and I don't feel like you are. I feel you are maybe in this space more of like deeply contemplating things, or you're definitely in this place where you're not exactly revealing everything. And I got the Page of Swords at the beginning of the reading, which, if you remember, is kind of like this read between the lines type of vibe. You might actually be giving that vibe off to this person. But I feel like for you right now, emotionally, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of comfortable in my environment, or I'm comfortable with who I am, maybe spending some alone time, wanting to be around people that make you feel comfortable, wanting more stability in your life, and good conversation, I feel. So I actually feel from your heart space, Aries, you being in this grounded, stable part of your life where you're looking for that in others as well. And yeah, I mean, wanting fun, of course, wanting more love, more pleasure in your life as well. So let's see this person's emotional space. I heard I'm good. I'm good. I feel like that's coming from your energy, Aries, of like, yeah, I'm good. This person has the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Wands. And the Queen of Wands. Holy cow. Okie dokie. Holy mood swing. I think that's why I keep feeling so vastly different as I go back and forth right here. Because I feel like whoever you're connecting with, Aries, like they seem to be, first of all, they have many, many different sides to them. Multifaceted is the word that they're giving me, a multifaceted person. Sometimes it can be hard to tell like which side of them is the real them, and all of them are to some extent. But I feel like this person might be very moody or flipping back and forth between a few different types of energy, like being very emotional one moment, and then almost like the stoic energy, and then this like loving passion energy. It's just like there seems to be a few different things going on here, and like this person may be very hard to predict as to like which version of them are you going to get, or how do they feel. I feel like they have many different personality traits or personas maybe that they put on. It just seems to me like, if nothing else, okay, it could also be that this person is kind of going through a lot of different things emotionally. So, you know, there's stages, right, to our how we cope, or stages to grieving, or stages to our emotional compass. So it could also be, Aries, that this person has kind of went through something very emotional, then they became stoic, but then that situation kind of lit a fire under their ass, and now they're ready for love, or they're ready for passion. So it could also be that they're literally just going through the stages of emotion. So take which one resonates with your person. But it may seem, though, to the outside world or to you that they're nonsensical, or they seem to be all over the place, right? And I do feel like it is because this person is going through something. And at the same time, they are having difficulty getting tapped into their intuitive self. So it seems very confusing on this person's end. Right now, I feel like what they're being driven by is their sex drive, and or like what they're passionate about, just being honest. Or you are. Could be vice versa, right? So it's interesting reading. Let's look at the most likely future outcome then. And keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, Aries, right? You're in the driver's seat, no one else. 10 of Pentacles, the World card, the 6 of Cups. Wow, see, your energy looks so stable over here. Except for the Page of Swords, not too crazy about that. But like, yeah, this is a sense of wanting to feel grounded, like you have a place to call home, or have that stability in your life, predictability, which is funny because as a fire sign, sometimes you don't always like that. Sometimes you get bored with that, or you get bored really easy. But I just feel like for whatever reason right now, you are craving some more predictability in your life, comfort in your life, grounding, because it does give you space, right, to kind of explore yourself a little bit more than when things are chaotic and all over the place. And so I just get a sense of like you really craving that in your life right now, and maybe even thinking back to a time where things did seem a little bit more predictable or easy. But they're saying don't look in the past too long, because there's something coming up here that's being presented to you, and what it is an opportunity to get back to where you were when you did feel at your best, or when you did feel more secure with where you stood or where you're at in life. So they're not the encouragement here, Aries, is not to get stuck thinking back to a time or even imagining about what it would be like, although that certainly would help move things along if you could imagine what it would be like right here, right now. But they're saying you're really actually right on the precipice of something manifesting, or some sort of new opportunity to get back to basics is the words that they're giving me, or get back to that sense of stability in your life, or when it comes to relationships or this connection here. Oops. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Page of Pentacles. Whoa! All right, and the Six of Cups on their side too. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So, I want to yawn again. Are you kidding me? Okay, your cross watcher needs to get some sleep. All right, saying, what the heck? Yeah, see, this person, it's like they may need to walk away or to kind of move away from something emotionally so that they can get a fresh perspective or do some work on themselves. But I feel like they're wanting to bypass the self-work. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, this person wants to pass go, you know, or like they have a tendency to want to like just jump ship or jump from A to Z without doing the internal work first, without examining their motives, without, you know, bringing that spiritual piece into it. And maybe this person is not practiced at paying attention to their thoughts or the spirituality piece of it. I mean, they could be totally unaware of their intuition, but either way, it just feels like this person is they're avoiding to some degree, whether they're doing it consciously or not, working on themselves and just wanting to like jump straight in. You know what this kind of reminds me of? You know, I used to be a hiring manager, right? And I would see people who get master's degrees like right out of college, never worked. So say they went to high school, they went straight to college, got a master's degree, and they would come to an interview and they would want a leadership position right off the bat. They wanted to skip the entry level. They wanted to skip, you know, working the actual job. They just wanted to go straight to like the upper ranks. And I always shied away from giving positions to people that didn't have some sort of experience first, because it's kind of like jumping from A to Z. It's kind of like, and the reason why that doesn't work is because you do kind of need to know the inner workings before you become an expert, or before you become a leader. You kind of do need to know what it feels like to be in frontline positions or to work your way up, you know what I mean? And so I would always be like, you know, it's great that you have a master's degree, but you still need to work your way up, because it's part of the process. It's part of the journey. It's part of becoming a good leader. And and I don't know why I'm giving you that example, because this is not a career reading, although some of you, maybe that applies to you or your person. But it's, can you see how that's relational, okay, to what I'm seeing? That's something maybe this person would do. Or in relationships, like, as opposed to the courtship phase or the dating phase, they just want to jump straight from, hey, nice to meet you, to we're married and I live with you, you know? Or like, as opposed to, like, say a relationship is failing for this person, it gets really heavy, as opposed to like having a deep conversation. How can we work it out? Blah, blah, blah. This person just wants to jump into another relationship or do something impulsive. So they want to skip the middle work. But the thing is, it will always come crashing down when you do not do the internal work first. Because they haven't really got to know themselves, and they haven't really gotten to strengthen their intuitive self, because they keep wanting to skip that part. But it's going to keep landing them on their ass every single time because it's required. They're being called forth by spirit to listen to their heart more, listen to their emotions, and to think things through a little bit better. So I can see that this person wants to jump from A to Z, and they may very well repeat the same mistakes of their past. Just saying. And again, I'm not trying to be hard. I have love for both sides. You know, we all go on our journeys in different ways. Some of us have more to learn than others, but that's just kind of what I feel, Aries. So I'm just going to be honest with you. And like I said, flip it if you need to, but let's get some guidance here for the connection. It says receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So Aries, they're wanting to say, listen, hey, you've gone through your own changes. A lot of you have done the self-work, and now it's your turn to receive. And I do feel the universe bringing you something of value that you're really going to like during this time frame. And as for this person, let's see what their guidance is strength. Strength comes from many sources. It brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has a way of replenishing your soul with strength. You are never alone. So this person is being encouraged to be strong, to rely on themselves, and to listen to their intuition better so that they don't have to repeat the past again. So, wow. Aries, interesting reading for sure. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your chart or the chart of this person. I have Aries energy, obviously. What else do I have? Wow, I don't really have very many major arcana. Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces. I want to say Virgo here. That reminds me of Sagittarius. Aquarius, Gemini. But it could be any zodiac sign. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for fun stuff. I just did an event on my Facebook, which you can still purchase after the fact to watch the replay. It's about how to connect with your intuition and to connect to your spirit guides. If you're interested, go to my Facebook and check it out. But also follow me over there because I'm going to be doing 2 events in September about manifestation. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little coughing fit. Wow, what a weird reading. Anyways, yeah, check me out. All of it linked below, as well as the donation link. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best, Aries. Until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.